to present about the practice on environment costs in two companies, which is Fujitsu Group and also Daikin Industries. First, we are going to introduce ourselves. I'm Shi-Er, and here is my teammates, Xin-Ling, Shi-Lei, Li-Jing, and also Li-Dan.
Good morning everyone, I'm Daikin. Today I'm going to say about what is environment cost. Environment cost is a method of the accounting that recognizes the direct and indirect economy, environment, and health and social costs of project. Protect. Costs include to protect the environment. Example, measures taken to prevent pollution, and cost of wasted material, capital, and labor. Example, inefficiency in the production process. Next, why we need to calculate environment cost? First, to revise the cost of material, utilities, and waste disposals. It is to identify opportunity to cut environment costs so that organizers can make well-informed business decisions. Next, why environment cost is increasing important to many organizations. First, industry. Environment costs are being used for some companies, particularly those operating in highly industrial sector such as oil productions. In some cases, their cost can amount to more than 20% of operating costs. Such significant costs need to be managed. Next, regulatory. Regulatory requirements involving huge penalty for non-compliance have increased significantly over the past decades. Penalty includes fine, liability to environment costs, loss in value of land, loss of insurance cover, lawsuit, and damage to corporate image. Therefore, selecting the past costing method of compliance has become a major object. Third, friendly. Society is demanding that companies focus on becoming more environment friendly. Companies are finding that becoming a good social citizen and being environment responsibly improve their image and enhance their ability to sell their product and service. These developments have created the need of company to develop a system of measurement, reporting, and monitoring environment costs. There are some examples of environment costs: energy, water consumption, waste and effluent disposal, transport and travel, consumable and raw material. Thank you.
Hi, good morning everyone. I'm Shi-Er, and now I'm going to talk about the background and also the practice of environment costs in Fujitsu Group. And now I'm going to talk about the background of Fujitsu Groups. As we know, the Fujitsu Group, the headquarters of it is at Japan. Fujitsu is a leading Japanese information and communications technology company. Its offerings is a lot of the technologies, products, solutions, and also service. Over 170,000 of Fujitsu's people support customers in more than 100 countries. Fujitsu is providing products such as air conditioning. It's designed for residential and also the commercial applications. It also offers more choice such as freestanding, wall, ceiling, display of air conditioning system. And now I'm going to talk about the practice of environment costs in Fujitsu Groups. At first, the Fujitsu Group they improve the processing performance, and also they control the power consumption to management process. With the CPU use operating frequencies control functions, users can choose two modes, which is these two. First is the high efficiency modes, which means the higher operating frequencies. And the second, power saving mode, the lowest operating frequencies. It also can be set in advance and also coordinated with task schedules and making it possible to reduce the power consumption by planning the appropriate setting for a given task. And the third one is the power, which means by employing the high efficiency power unit compatible with power efficiency standards. It is to reduce the rotational speed of the cooling fans. And the next is about the electricity, which means to reduce the Fujitsu group also reduce the electricity loss through the enhanced energy efficiency. And then I would like to pass to my teammates.
Good morning, I am Lim Tang. I will continue the practices implemented by Fujitsu. The next one is the record. Fujitsu record the actual benefits of reducing environmental impact related to the resource usage in the business activities and the environmental waste and NOx emissions resulting from business activities. There are four purposes for environmental waste for business environmental accounting system. The first one is to implement the long-term and continuous environmental measures. The second one is to clarify the composite stance through disclosure of the information to stakeholders. The next one is to energize environmental protection acts, and the last one is to raise the awareness of the environmental protection measures. The next one is the design of the Fujitsu. Fujitsu specifically designed to energy efficiency. The representative of products offered by Fujitsu is for energy efficiencies to optimize the energy and the representative products offered by Fujitsu for energy efficiency is energy efficient CPUs and energy efficient memory. The next one is the model of Fujitsu. Fujitsu offers model with superior energy efficiency with low energy consumption and high efficiency power supply. The next one is Eco-Mode implemented by Fujitsu. The switches of Fujitsu are equipped with Eco-Mode LED function, which enable reducing power consumption. The next one is minimizing the amount of energy and resources with the life cycle of products and services, which will make Fujitsu more competitive. The last one is diligently working to achieve energy savings in the business activities will also result in the lower cost in Fujitsu. Thank you. These are all the practices implemented by Fujitsu. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, I'm Shilei. Today I would like to present about Daikin industry. Now I want to introduce about the background of the Daikin. Daikin industry is leading Japanese manufacturer of commercial air conditioner and refrigeration units. As a major air conditioner, Daikin industry has long been deeply involved in the chemistry of coolant. There are some categories in the environmental cost. First is cost in business area. They have pollution prevention, global environmental conservation, and resource circulation. The first is pollution prevention. The major activities are introduction, maintenance, management of pollution prevention facilities for measurement of pollution control, water control, and pollution control. The second is global environmental conservation. The major activities is to introduction of energy emission facilities and reduction of fluorocarbon emission in the production process. The third one is resource circulation. The major activities is to reduction or recycling of waste and resource conservation activities. Another environmental cause in the Daikin industry is upstream or downstream. The major activities is the recycling of used product and recovery, recycling and destruction of fluorocarbon in use of process and the process still in service. The last one in the environmental cause is environmental damage. The major activities of environmental damage is a cause for purification of the polluter, groundwater and soil. So these three categories in the environmental cause is cause in business area, upstream or downstream, and environmental damage. That's all. Now turn to my partner to be continue our presentation. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, I'm Cindy. I'll continue to present about the Daikin industry. In 2015, Daikin industry development environment action plan. In this action plans, we have three actions. First is providing environment conscious product to contribute to the reduction of the CO2 emission through the provision of product. Second is eco-conscious factory and office able to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions. Last is Daikin industry also development a cooperation environment with the shareholder. However, Daikin industry also development low impact production that included providing global warming according to production proportions by reducing the fluorocarbon to prevent their re-age during the production process. Second is green procurement by purchasing only green part and material by the supplier. The third one is also reducing the overall amount of the waste and general and the make effective use of the resources. And then the Daikin industry also development the low impact product. In this product, Daikin industry promoting the use of the inverter products such as energy efficient inverter, air conditioner, and second, it also development energy efficient solution and energy efficient product. Last, Daikin also use the resources as effective as possible by the carry out 3R, which is reducing, reducing, and the recycling. Thank you.
That's all for our video. Thanks for watching. Bye.